Welcome children. Our next exercise on probability is independent event. Independent events. Let E and F are the two events associated with random experiment. Then the events E and F are said to be independent if P of E intersection F, which is equal to P of E into P of F, and P of E bar intersection F bar, which is equal to P of E bar into P of F bar. For example, consider the experiment of drawing a card from a deck of 52 playing cards. So if E and F denote the events, so let E be an event that the card drawn is a spade. So P of E is 13 by 52, which is equal to 1 by 4. And F be an event that the card drawn is an ace card. So P of F is, we have 4A, so 4 by 52, so which is equal to 1 by 13. And E and F is the event that the card drawn is the ace of spades. So we will get E intersection F. So P of E intersection F is 1 by 52. Now we are going to find conditional probability P of E by F, which is P of E intersection F by P of F. So P of E intersection F is 1 by 52. So 1 by 52 by 1 by 13, that is 4 by 52. So we get 1 by 4. So P of E by F, which is equal to 1 by 4, which is nothing but P of E. Again, P of F by E, the conditional probability, which is equal to P of E intersection F by P of E, that is 1 by 52 by P of E is 13 by 52, which is equal to 1 by 13. So 1 by 13, which is nothing but P of F. P of E, which is equal to 1 by 4, which is P of E by F. You can say that the occurrence of event F has not affected the probability of occurrence of the event E. And again P of F, which is equal to 1 by 13, which is P of F by E. It also shows that the occurrence of event E does not affect the probability of occurrence of the event F. Thus E and F are the two events such that the probability of occurrence of one of them is not affected by the occurrence of the other. Such events are called independent events. Two events E and F are said to be independent if P of F by E, which is equal to P of E, provided P of E is not equal to 0, P of E by F, which is equal to P of E, provided P of F is not equal to 0. So by conditional probability we have P of E by F, which is equal to P of E intersection F by P of F. By multiplication rule of probability, we have P of E intersection F, which is equal to P of F into P of E by F. So P of E by F, which is P of E, so which is equal to P of F into P of E. So P of E intersection F, which is equal to P of F into P of E. If E and F are independent, then P of E intersection F, which is equal to P of E into P of F. Two events E and F are said to be dependent. If they are not independent, then P of E intersection F, which is not equal to P of E into P of F. If three events A, B and C are said to be mutually independent, then P of A intersection B intersection C, which is equal to P of A into P of B into P of C. Exercise 13.2. If P of A equal to 3 by 5, P of B equal to 1 by 5, find P of A intersection B if A and B are independent events. So since the events A and B are independent, then P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B. So multiplying these two, 3 by 5 into 1 by 5, which is 3 by 25. So P of A intersection B is 3 by 25. Second one, 2 cards are drawn at random without replacement from a pack of 52 playing cards. Find the probability that both the cards are black. Let E and F be the two events such that E is an event that the card drawn in first draw is black. F is an event that the card drawn in second draw is also black. So probability of both the cards being black is, so P of E intersection F, which is equal to, so total number of cards is 52. The card drawn is a black card. So we have 26 black cards. So 26. 2 cards are drawn at random without replacement. So without replacement, the card drawn is, again the total number of cards will become 51. So we have to select the black card from 25. So 25 by 51. So cancelling this into 2. So P of E intersection F equal to 25 by 102. Third one, a box of oranges is inspected by examining 3 randomly selected oranges drawn without replacement. If all the 3 oranges are good, the box is approved for sale. Otherwise, it is rejected. Find the probability that a box containing 15 oranges, out of which 12 are good and 3 are bad ones, will be approved for sale. So total number of oranges in the box, which is equal to 15. So we have a number of good oranges are 12 and bad oranges are 3. So sample space is 15. So 12 good orange plus 3 bad oranges. So N of S is 15. The 3 randomly selected oranges drawn without replacement. So once it is selected, it cannot be replaced. So the total number of oranges will be 1 less. Probability of selecting a good oranges in a box which is approved for sale, which is equal to, so first we have 12 good oranges. We are going to select 1 orange from 12 good oranges. So 12 by total number of oranges are 15. If we select 1 orange, it will not be replaced. Then there will be 1 less. So we have in the second draw, we have 11 good oranges out of 14 oranges. So 11 by 14. Again without replacement. In the third draw, we are selecting 1 good oranges from the 10 remaining oranges. So 10 by 13. So 12 into 11 into 10 by 15 into 14 into 13. So cancelling this, 2 5s are 10, 2 7s are 14, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. Then 5 and 5 will get cancelled. So we have 44 by 7 into 13. 2 3 21 1 2 7 1s are 7. So 91. So 44 by 91. Fourth question. A fair coin and an unbiased die are tossed. Let A be the event head appears on the coin and B be the event 3 on the die. Check whether A and B are independent events or not. So unbiased die. What is an unbiased die? Unbiased die is a 6-sided die which is said to be unbiased if it is equally likely to show any of its 6 sides. So when an unbiased die is thrown, the sample space is S equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total number of outcomes is 6. So sample space is a coin and a die are tossed. So sample space are H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6. So N of S is 12. So let A be the event that head appears on the coin. So head appears on the coin means H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. 6. So B is an event in which 3 appears on die. So H comma 3 and T comma 3. So P of A is N of A by N of S. So we have 6. 6 by N of S is 12. So 6 by 12. And again P of B is H comma 3 and T comma 3, which is 2 by 12. So P of A into P of B, which is equal to 6 by 12 into 2 by 12. So cancelling this, we get 1 by 12. So A intersection B is the common between these two events, A and B, which is H comma 3. So P of A intersection B is 1 by 12. So P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B, which is 1 by 12. So we can say that A and B are independent events. 1 by 12. Fifth one, a die marked 1, 2, 3 in red and 4, 5, 6 in green is tossed. So S is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So N of S is 6. Let A be the event that the number is even and B be the event that the number is red, or A and B independent. So we have to find whether it is independent or not. Let A be an event that the number is even. So even number are 2, 4, 6. So P of A is 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. B be the event that the number is red. So we have 1, 2, 3 red. So B equal to 1, 2, 3. So P of B is 1, 2, 3. So 3 numbers, 3 by N of S is 6, 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. So then we have to find A intersection B. A intersection B, the common element between these two events, we have 2. So A intersection B is 2. P of A intersection B is, we have only one element, so 1 by 6. So P of A into P of B. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, which is 1 by 4. So we can say that P of A intersection B, which is 1 by 6, which is not equal to P of A into P of B. You can say that A and B are not independent, that is dependent events. Sixth one, let E and F be events with P of E equal to 3 by 5 and P of F equal to 3 by 10. P of E intersection F equal to 1 by F. Or E and F are independent. So P of E into P of F is 3 by 5 into 3 by 10. So we get 9 by 50. So P of E intersection F, which is not equal to P of E into F. So we can say that this is not independent. E and F are dependent events. Seventh question, given that events A and B are such that P of A equal to half, P of A union B equal to 3 by 5 and P of B equal to P. Find P if they are first subdivision mutually exclusive events and second one is independent events. So first subdivision mutually exclusive events. So mutually exclusive events means it is a disjoint set, that is A intersection B equal to 5, an empty set. That is if they cannot both occur at the same time. For example, tossing a single coin which can result either head or tail. So P of A or B, that is P of A union B. Here A intersection B is a null set. So P of A plus P of B. So P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, which is 0. So P of A plus P of B. So which is equal to 1 by 2 plus P. Here P of A union B is 3 by 5. So 3 by 5, which is equal to half plus P. So 3 by 5 minus half, which is equal to P. So taking LCM, we have 6 minus 5 by 10, which is 1 by 10. Second subdivision, find P if they are independent events. So P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So otherwise we can write this as P of A intersection B, which is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. So which is equal to P of A is 1 by 2, P of B is P minus P of A union B is 3 by 5. So taking LCM, we get P into 5, here it is into 2. So minus 6 minus 1. So minus 1 by 10. Minus 6 and plus 5. So P minus 1 by 10. P of A intersection B is P minus 1 by 10. If both the events A and B are independent, then we have P of A intersection B, which is equal to P of A into P of B. So P of A is 1 by 2 and P of B is P. We have P of A intersection B is P minus 1 by 10. Here we have half into P, that is P by 2. So P by 2 minus 1 by 10 equal to P by 2 minus P. So taking LCM, minus 2P plus P, which is minus P by 2. So minus P by 2, which is equal to minus 1 by 10. So cancelling this, we get P equal to, cancelling this, P equal to 1 by 5. If both A and B are independent events, then we get P equal to 1 by 5.